What is going on, everyone? It's March Jig8 here, bringing you guys a Monday recap the events from last week. Let's get started. The biggest story last week was, of course, the band members of Decapitated being arrested for allegedly gang raping a woman on their tour bus after a show in Spokane, Washington. Apparently, the woman and her friend were invited on the bus after the show, and while they were on it, the drummer of the band actually grabbed her breast. She then felt uncomfortable and wanted to leave before she went to the bathroom, and then afterwards, she was allegedly grabbed, turned around, and then gang raped. Now, it does need to be said that the way that police became aware of all of this is that when they were arresting the woman's friend, who was on the tour bus with her, when they arrested her of suspicion of driving while under the influence, she then called her friend and then reported it to the police. At this point, the band members have all strongly denied these claims and have vowed to fight them. They have also agreed to be extradited to Spokane in order to face any charges pressed against them. As of right now, none have been. The band has also released a statement which you can check out below, along with a bunch of other links to other parts of the story as well. We Came as Roman has announced their new album, Cold as War, which is set to be released on October 20th through Sharptone Records. Along with the album announcement, the band has also put out a new music video for the title track, which you guys can check in the new music video section. Evanescence has announced new details in their upcoming album, Synthesis, which is set to be released on November 20th. Check out the artwork and the tracklist for it below. Along with this, they've also released a new song called Imperfection, which you guys can check out below in the new music section. Cannibal Corpse has announced their new album, Red Before Black, which is set to be released on November 3rd through Metal Blade Records. Check out the artwork and the tracklist for that below. The Damned has revealed they will begin recording their new album in October, and Annihilator has announced their 16th studio album, titled For the Demented, which is set to be released on November 3rd. Check out the details for that below. A new compilation of artists covering Tegan and Sara's songs is coming out on October 20th through Warner Bros. In celebration of the 10th anniversary of Tegan and Sara's album, The Con. Now, what's interesting about this compilation is that it features a bunch of artists and bands like PVRIS, Hayley Williams, City and Colors, Bleachers, and Churches. Check out the full list below if you guys are interested. Speak the Truth Even If Your Voice Shakes, the supergroup that features Buddy Nelson of Census Fail and members of Finch, has announced their debut album, Everyone You Love Will Slip Away From You, where you can pre-order it on pledgemusic.com. Link will be below if you guys are interested. Architects has announced they are heading on a new tour this winter with support from Stick to Your Guns and Counterparts. Dates released. The Story So Far has announced they'll be heading on a new tour with support from Turnstile and Drug Church. Dates released. Hatebreed has announced the support for their upcoming 25 Years of Desire, 15 Years of Perseverance tour. That will include Twitching Tongues, Code Orange, and Dying Fetus. That actually sounds like a pretty fucking awesome lineup. Anyways, dates have been released for that as well. Born of Osiris has announced a new North American tour. Dates released. GWAR has announced they'll be heading on a new tour with support from Loathe, Ocean 8 Alaska, Gideon, and Varials. Dates released. Steely Dan has announced a new North American tour. This is actually pretty awesome to hear, as some of you may remember that the co-founder of the band, Walter Becker, actually passed away a couple of weeks ago, and fellow co-founder Donald Fagen had promised to keep the music alive, so I enjoy seeing that he is continuing on with his band. Alter Bridge has announced they will be heading on a new U.S. tour this November with support from All That Remains. Dates released. And Clutch has announced they'll be heading on a new tour with support from the Devin Townsend Project and The Obsessed. Dates released. Any of the dates mentioned above, you can find those all down below. And you guys know what time it is. It's time for that new music of the week. We have Evanescence, Imperfection, Weezer, Beach Boys, Marilyn Manson, We Know Where You Fucking Live, Through the Eyes of the Dead, Obitual, The Story So Far, Out of It, GWAR, El Presidente, Threat Signal, Exit the Matrix, and Mood Spell, Todos os Santos. I apologize if I slaughtered that name. But new music videos, we have Our Last Night, Look What You Made Me Do. That's a Taylor Swift cover, and I actually did a pretty badass job on it. Fall Out Boy, The Last of the Real One. We Came as Romans, Cold as War. Stone Sour, Rose Red, Violent Blue, This Song is Dumb, and So Am I. Search to Survive, Premonition of the Hex. Green Day, Too Dumb to Die, Veil of Maya, Overthrow. Enter Shikari, Rabble Rouser, I Prevail, Alone, Knuckle Puck, Double Helix, North Lane, Color Waves, Sea Wave, Lola on the Beach, Thousand Below, Sleepless, Radiohead, Lift, Lana Del Rey, White Mustang, and Fergie, You Already Know. Be sure to check out all of those down below if you guys are interested. Links will all be there for you. Once again, thank you all for joining me. If you guys enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, hit the dislike. Subscribe if you want more, and I will see you all on the next one. Mars out.